Join me for part 3 with Bruce Lee collector and fan Edgar Betancourt as he continues to share more of his vintage Bruce Lee collectibles as well as other film icons from the 60s and 70s like Steve McQueen, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Steve Reeves as Hercules himself, and much, much more.
I collect Steve McQueen.
Yeah,
other people.
And he's passed away, and
they're dead.
And let's put a hold on that because I have
dead
something.
People things.
I have something that I want to show Hector.
All right. Well, we'll get some other items out next.
Is it for sale?
Well, guys, we're gonna bring another group of items out here in a second. So let's get the next batch of items. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back with another portion of Edgar's collectibles here. This is the third part. We just
Is this the entrees?
Oh, yes, organize the table.
Are we at the entree yet?
There's no ending.
There we go. And it's a variety of collectibles that mean a lot to Edgar, that we all grew up with. It's in an era of the 70s and most of these characters you have in here, I mean, this was
we all
my
grew
time.
up.
Yeah,
this is what we all grew up with.
So what do you want to start with?
Well, let's start with the Bruce Lee. Just to get, the kind of, I wanted to show you guys because these two books I got from our friend, my brother's girlfriend from Hong Kong.
Oh, so when they visited Hong Kong, they brought these back from you?
She got it from her brother.
Okay.
That was her, she would tell her brother, do me a favor if you see anything or something that's, different.
Of course.
Get it. So these two books, I don't know if you ever seen these two books.
I actually haven't. What year was that?
I don't know
that they
what
went to Hong Kong.
Well, look, one of these has, it's interesting because there is something to this one. Now, it says Hong Kong 12. I don't know if it's 12 cents or 12 whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
There is something English on here. Now, one of these say Wing Chun, and the other one says Jeet Kune Do on it. But look on the inside, and you see who the trainer is in there. And that looks like,
this is Ted Wong and James Lee. So they were promoting the Wing Chun book that he came out with at the time on this one.
You got Chuck Norris?
You got Chuck Norris in there. So
you were saying Charlie?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
See, this is James Lee, and this is when they wrote that Wing Chun book for JamesLee.
Oh,
and Bruce
wow.
put it together, and it's James Lee and Ted Wong. These are two books out of Hong Kong, then, right? Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Look at that.
These are pretty good books.
Yeah, you need Alex Richter to
tell us the history of them. Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Do you have these, Alex? Are these what you read on the plane ride?
There we go. Very nice, very nice.
I like this cover here, the Game of Death.
Yeah,
yes, that's why I was so happy when she got that one.
Yeah,
great shot.
Yeah, it just looks cool. It looks very vintage, It's just
these are great.
I'll show some
pictures.
I hope they are old because sometimes when I try and put the Google Translate, you can do that on your phone. You know that if you don't know that.
That looks vintage.
You can Google Translate and it'll tell you, but sometimes it kind of mixes. It kind of you don't really get an accurate description of what it is. That would have to be the book catalogs of what they're selling.
Yeah.
Because that's how it used to be when we used to buy books. They used to tell you, oh, you can buy these books.
Well, this is printed in Macau.
Oh, okay.
And look at these books, $1.50.
Yeah, that's an old one.
Wow,
that's an old one. Yeah, that's an old one.
Yeah.
It tells you that they're old books at $1.50.
Yeah, these probably both olds. Yep.
Oh, Game of Death. They're going to Macau.
Man.
Yeah.
From Hong Kong.
Nice.
Yes. Very rare.
Well, that's what you got it from.
So moving on to English versions here.
Well, not English yet. Hector wanted to see this.
That's good.
I thought he had this.
Yeah.
Because Hector has everything, but he doesn't have this.
Everything.
So what is this one? Explain what this is.
This is the movie Bullitt, and this is the Japanese program.
Japanese program.
And Hector, you're a big Steve McQueen fan.
Steve McQueen.
Are you kidding me? Frank Bullitt.
Yes.
This is a great...
He said there was great color in there.
So that looks like the press book, right? That's the press book. No, that's the
the book that the handout.
Yeah, the press book.
It's a souvenir.
A
souvenir program
from Bullitt.
Right. I guess he went to the theater in Japan.
And came out of Japan. Yeah. And they always have great. Look at that. Look at those nice
great
shots.
photos, man. Yeah, great shots.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of the Japanese press books, Hector, from on all the Bruce Lee movies, right?
So do you?
Yeah, I have a bunch of those also, but I never seen the Bullitt one with Steve McQueen.
I have some, but I didn't bring them because I know you guys have them, and I know that you've seen them too.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful Jacqueline Bisset.
Yeah.
Jacqueline Bisset and Robert Vaughn.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny?
Man from Uncle.
The Man from Uncle. When I met Robert Vaughn, I had remember his name in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was
I didn't know his name.
Napoleon Solo.
That's
okay.
right. And
Napoleon
Ilya
Solo.
Kuryakin.
Right, Ilya Kuryakin.
Yes.
Yeah. So when I went up to him and I said, you know what? He looked at me like, what in the world are you talking about? But I figured it out what I said.
What did you say?
I made a mistake. I looked at him and I said, and don't you forget, sir, you were the best Han Solo I have ever seen. And he looked at me like, what? What's this idiot saying? Yeah. But remember, he was Napoleon.
Yeah.
Han Solo was
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Wars.
That's so funny.
It shows you how much I know about, Star
Well,
Wars.
great Steve McQueen press book there.
Okay, we skipped a little bit. Hector could tell us about the 2 VHSs.
Yeah, let's hold
What do you
those
mean,
up.
Hector? Talk
Because
to
you're
Charlie.
the man.
Charlie
There we
knows
go.
about that.
You know that.
Oh, man, look at these. Bruce Lee, The Lost Interview. I believe John Little discovered this back in the day. Came out in the 90s.
Pierre Burton.
And the Pierre Burton
Show.
interview. Yeah. This is really good. This was the first one they put out. And this VHS is very hard to find now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And this is probably a second
Hector
printing.
says that's a bootleg.
Yeah, that's a bootleg one.
Looks like a bootleg company.
This is the original.
That's the original.
But the bootleg's worth more, right? Sometimes, right?
So those
because of the cover art.
Yeah, when this interview came out, man, this was historic to find this interview.
This is what it is, okay? I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now, you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
I was not a collector back then. It was just finding it. It just kind of saw it, and I said, "Hey."
Well, you look like a collector to me.
The Lost Bruce Lee interview.
Yeah.
Is
These
first...
were back in the day. So
Back in the
I
days.
didn't buy this off. I bought these off the shelf.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had to send away from mine.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah, me too. Me
It was
too.
a mail order.
Wow, I
Yeah,
actually got
those are
something
great.
for you guys.
Yeah, those are great.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Two
Okay.
classics.
Good for you.
This.
Oh, what is that?
Okay.
Oh, wait a second. No.
So read that. The Steve McQueen.
No, it's Bullitt.
Oh, it's Bullitt. Okay.
Okay.
No wonder you didn't want to show me that.
Okay, this I want to show Hector, but there's two things to this. First of all, what the contents is not something that I did, but I did this because it came totally blank, like this when I got this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So now what this is
This is the radio spot. Is that what it is?
it's not the radio spot. It's actually an interview.
Oh, it's an interview. Solar Production.
While they were filming Bullitt.
Yes.
And
I'm familiar with
the
that,
interview was at the airport, so you hear kind of like the echo.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That's rare.
The
Yeah.
featurette, Steve McQueen, Solar, yeah. Interesting.
What year did that come out, Hector? Is the year on there?
Well, it was the year of Bullitt before.
Yeah, so that was
came
what?
out.
When did that come out, Hector Bullitt? In this
But it was like 60, what was it, 69?
9 maybe? Yeah.
Okay,
Late
so-
60s. Wow.
The 60s, yeah. Look at that.
San Francisco airport at 2 o'clock one morning when they were shooting some of the climactic action scenes. And Steve turns on a rigorous night schedule.
We've had 3 weeks of this. We go to work at 7 o'clock at night and we work until 6:30 in the morning and go to bed about 9 in the morning and get up at 4 and we
So that's from the record.
Yes, this is on the record.
Wow.
I know he wanted to hear it because he's never gonna have, he's never gonna have it. So we got to listen to it.
the crew and the cinematographers and the actors and the production people are all blurry-eyed.
Is that Steve talking?
Yes.
That's it.
Wow.
Strangely enough.
This is great.
Family includes co-stars Robert Horn, Jacqueline Bisset,
Robert
Don
Horn.
Gordon, Robert Duvall, Simon Oakland, and
Wow, look at all those actors that were in there.
Yeah.
Robert Duvall, Jacqueline
Yes.
Bisset.
Oh, yeah.
and the other key people of the San Francisco Police Department get caught in the middle. We remarked to Steve about how terrifically true to life all the scenes appear to be.
Wow.
Well, the thing is, you see, this is not a theatrical film. This is a real film. And doing it
This thing is
way,
awesome.
Yeah, don't worry. Just put it in the middle. We'll
I'll do this.
We'll close it.
I'll do this.
the best sound equipment we
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Where did you find
That's
this
some
album?
great stuff, man.
I found it on eBay.
Oh, you did? So another online purchase.
And I knew when I was
Wow.
looking at it that at the same time Hector was looking at it.
I've seen it on eBay.
So I pulled the trigger.
I've seen it. I've
And
seen it on
that's
eBay
the
before.
synopsis of what's going on
Of
here.
what's going
Wow,
on. Yeah, I got
that
you.
is rare, man. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice piece.
Wow, it is a nice piece.
Nice piece.
Now I won't wata you guys because I know you guys don't have this.
No,
You would never have had
and
this.
Hector's a huge
So I had to
Steve
make
McQueen
this.
fan.
I had to
Steve
make
McQueen.
this.
Yeah, you made the banner,
Yes,
so
I made that.
this way you could put something on the album
Yeah,
cover.
yeah, so it looks
Really nice.
Yeah,
Wow,
I did.
nice
I
piece,
did that on
man.
the computer.
It's good stuff.
You know.
$75?
You knew the negotiating would start somewhere, Edgar.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
When we were young, what did we watch? We watched Championship Wrestling
Oh,
on the
yeah.
local channel. And who was my favorite guy?
Was
The
it
one and
really?
only. Yeah.
Mil
Who was that?
Máscaras.
Mil Máscaras.
Ah.
You know what that means in Spanish?
no.
In English? Mil máscaras?
What is that?
1,000 masks.
Oh, he was the guy. Okay.
Yes.
Was
I
that
used to
during
watch
the
his
Bruno
movies.
Sammartino
Yes,
time?
correct.
Because I liked Bruno Sammartino, Andre the Giant.
Yes, yes,
You know, all
yes.
those guys that
Now-
came out. I used to go to Madison Square Garden to see these back in the 70s.
No way.
Yeah, I was like 10, 11 years old.
Wow, you got
my,
to see
my
them.
best friend's dad was fanatical about the wrestling guys
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
And he would bring us. And I was
Right.
10. I didn't even know what I was watching.
I never been to a single wrestling match.
Oh, really?
Neither have I.
I went to one or two, but
Neither have
that,
I.
I'm talking about in the 70s. when
yeah,
they-
that's when
well,
real wrestling.
That's when you wanted to go to see
course.
Superstar
Oh,
Billy Graham.
man,
Billy Graham,
Graham.
So he was in AWA wrestling mostly,
Wow.
not the WWF, which was mostly
Yeah.
yeah. But you got to see him. He did get signed finally by WWF.
Yeah.
Which was the WWF.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I
and
remember
you have
back
his
in the
autograph,
90s.
right?
Worldwide
No,
Wrestling
80s.
Federation. Yeah, this
That's
is
the
his
autograph.
autograph.
Wow,
right there.
another nice
Right there.
autograph.
So it's
And
nice
the-
to have. Yeah.
Edgar collection
Yes.
of autographs.
Edgar,
Beautiful,
you
man.
have an impressive collection, bro.
You know what it is? His is such a variety of things, from comics to wrestling to bodybuilding.
It's
to
action. For us, it
Bruce
was
Lee,
action. You know,
Green
live action.
Hornet.
You know, they were.
Yeah,
He
it
was almost
great.
a superhero. Hector
Oh, yeah,
knows.
yeah,
Hector
yeah.
can tell you how many movies he made. The movies.
Edgar,
the Mexican movies.
Edgar, you're giving me too much credit.
No, you.
I
have
know,
the-
I know a couple of
Come
things,
on,
but
the
I
Blue
don't know.
Demon, you have
I
the
don't
Blue-
know everything.
But you have the Blue Demon posters.
I love
he
Blue-
had,
yeah,
he showed
he
us.
does?
Yeah,
Okay.
he showed
Yeah.
us the Blue Demon
And
the
Santo.
Blue Demon El Santo. They
Santo.
came. He was the third one, right?
He was part of the group. The first one was El Santo,
El
then Blue
Santo,
Demon
right.
number 2,
Then-
Mil
right.
Máscaras number 3.
Oh, nice.
And he was the tallest.
Yep.
They averaged
And
about
the biggest.
5'10". Yes,
biggest.
great body.
Look at that
Santo
body
and Mil
from
Máscaras were little guys.
The Hercules
From
body.
back in the day, man, that's a great body.
And,
Yeah.
and
No,
we
he
have
was-
to go
yeah.
to Hector's and Charles's favorite, Hercules.
Oh, I love Steve Reeves.
Steve Reeves.
Man.
By the gods.
Yes, by the God.
Ah, and remember when he was on the pillars, pulling down the... and his lats came out. Oh, that was a great...
They were running commercials during the 70s that
Oh.
they had a double feature
I love
of
Steve
Hercules
Reeves.
and Hercules Unchained.
Wow.
Guys,
and I saw that at the
who
community
remembers
theater.
Hercules
Wow.
and Hercules Unchained?
Unchained.
Chime in the comments, man.
Yeah.
And who loves Steve Reeves?
Yeah, you
Oh.
do, man.
You bought the poster.
Yes.
Yes.
At the
Chiller
last
Convention.
Chiller
Yes,
show.
yes.
I remember the original poster.
Yes, the original poster.
You know,
Very nice
before
poster.
he passed away, he wrote a book, and he had his own website and everything. And I remember I ordered like 10 signed photos from him, and I have them all in black and white like this.
Right.
And they were all signed by, and you get to pick. And I
That's
picked
awesome.
some like classics
That's
of
awesome.
Steve Reeves, and I still have them.
Yeah.
And it was just before he passed away that he
Yeah.
was promoting those. That was a great. I love Steve Reeves.
Oh,
That's
I
my
love
favorite
the
as a
shot,
kid.
man.
Loved it. Let's still
this
stay in
is
the
serious.
70s. Let's
Okay.
stay in the
That's
70s.
serious.
That's the 50s.
We're working our way up.
We're in the 70s
Yeah.
of when we were growing up.
As kids here.
We played with cars.
Yeah?
Yeah.
AFX cars. If
Yeah.
you had the racetracks.
Oh, I
and
love
you had
the
the
Aurora
one
sets.
and only 7-time Daytona winner Richard Petty.
Oh,
Everybody
Richard Petty.
had
Wow.
the car with number 43.
Yeah.
You know what? I accept me.
Okay.
But you didn't have
You
the
didn't have
Aurora
cars.
sets as a kid? The
AFX or
remember the Aurora
or-
car sets that you
No,
race with
no,
your friends?
no.
No?
Never.
Yeah,
You
we
never
had
did that?
we had
Oh.
the big size.
The big
one
size. Remember the
down
big one? And then the smaller cars.
Well, that's when when Tyco and AFX basically had the same size
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
You can buy either one and still put it on the same track.
I used to love the tracks.
Oh,
yeah.
we
They
loved
were
it.
fun.
And Richard Petty was the man. He was the man at the
Oh,
time.
yeah, man.
Wow.
And
I
that's
like the Hot Wheels.
The Hot Wheels were great too.
Yes,
Those were
signed by
another-
Richard Petty. He has a great signature.
Richard
Yeah.
Petty. Oh, very, very unique.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Should we get the guys from Pawn Stars over here, the one who confirms the autographs, just to see if it's real or
With
not?
the magnifying glass?
Magnifying glass?
That guy made so many mistakes.
Oh my God.
So many mistakes.
All right, now, who doesn't know this man?
Oh, the one and only.
Who's
In
that?
the 70s.
Evil Knievel.
Knievel!
The greatest motorcycle stunt rider on the planet.
Do you remember when you used to watch TV
Yes,
to see
ABC,
the latest jump?
Every year.
Every year.
ABC Wide World of Sports.
Over the mountains and...
Yeah.
And then they capitalize on his fame with the toys.
I had it. That one I had, the motorcycle.
The
Yeah.
motorcycle.
We all had it.
Yeah.
Remember when he jumped the Grand Canyon?
Grand Canyon.
In some sort of rocket?
Well,
Yeah.
this is based. This Sports Illustrated a photo is based on the Snake Canyon jump.
Oh, it was.
so that's the one.
because it's talking about the Snake Canyon.
Oh,
jump.
look at
This is
that.
the
Yeah,
cover
yeah,
of
yeah.
Sports Illustrated.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
And it's signed by Evil Knievel,
Nice.
who has been who's passed us. You know.
Look at that. You got the GSA,
Oh, yeah.
the autograph.
This is the real
signature.
deal, man.
Authenticating the autograph for
Yes,
you.
yeah.
We used to watch him every
Yes.
year to see how many bones he
He
broke.
breaks, yeah.
Every year he broke a different bone.
Okay.
Such
we
an
can still
amazing.
say in the
This guy was a
70s.
legend, man. Evil Knievel. What a
Now we're
legend.
going to Charles's favorite.
Oh,
There he
yes.
Arnold! The greatest bodybuilder of all times. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I have to agree.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
7-time Mr. Olympia.
The one and only. The
Ah.
Austrian Oak.
Arnold.
Take him to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
The chopper.
I love him, man. Get to the chopper.
Hey, get to the chopper.
But this is, I found it on,
Classic.
found it online, and I said, gotta have it.
The best arms in the world.
Oh
belong to
my
Arnold.
God, 22-inch arm.
Yeah, not only that, but the way
the
they were
bicep,
built.
yeah.
It's like a peak.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Look at that. That's
Great
great.
pose.
It's classic.
That's the
Look at that,
classic
man.
pose.
Yeah.
That is the classic pose.
Yeah.
And look at that.
And we're going to see an action figure that
So, I was going to ask you if you have
wow.
the...
Yeah, it's here.
Oh, you did
It's
the action
here.
figure.
It
that
is
goes-
here. It
Oh, I
is
want
here.
to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're going to see
man.
it.
Oh, I love that.
But you know what? If I were to criticize Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
His legs.
He had no legs.
No, his
Really?
legs.
You don't see that?
His
But
legs-
you know,
he had
you know
good
what?
calves, though.
No, he did. He did. His legs were nice because he didn't look like a freak.
Yeah.
Like today's bodybuilders,
Right,
Ronnie
yeah.
Coleman. These guys are monsters compared to Arnold.
yeah.
Arnold's body was elegant, but his weakness was his legs.
He says that even, yeah.
Yeah.
But he hit it well from the poses he did. He always did the side angle poses, so
Right.
you didn't really
You know
see
how
it
to-
straight
you know
on.
how to pull it off.
Yeah, because he also had a wide waist, and he would talk about that.
Yeah.
That's why he did those twisting
Right.
movements. So it looks the illusion.
Yeah,
It looks
yeah.
really thin. You see how he
Right.
does from the
Very
side?
good.
He had a
Very good.
34-inch waist.
Yeah, so it was on the
34.
wide side.
On the wide side.
Yeah, that's true.
But he knew how
34
to
would be-
camouflage it in the photos. Look at that.
Right.
Beautiful shot.
But
Hey.
you know, he was a smart bodybuilder.
He was.
Well, he brought it out into
Yeah.
the masses.
You know what Bruce Lee said once? Someone said, Bruce, man, you are so fast. How is it that you could be so fast? He goes, you think I'm fast? There's other people who are faster than I am. But I had to learn to be deceptive.
Deceptive, yeah.
I had to make people think that I was faster than what I actually
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Arnold was the same way.
Yeah, he was.
The way he posed made himself even bigger.
Yeah, he
and
was.
he hid his flaws
Weak boy, yeah.
with his poses.
That's why he was a very smart bodybuilder.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
And he learned, how to pose.
Yeah, he did.
That's why he beat Ferrigno and he would beat all these guys
Yeah.
because they didn't know how to pose.
Yeah, no, he went to ballet class at the time to learn how to pose gracefully
Yes.
because
That's
he was
right.
one up on everyone else. Yeah,
Yeah.
classic man. I love that.
You know who taught him how to pose, right?
Who's that?
Ed Corney.
Oh, he was another master
Ed
poser.
Corney was the greatest poser of all time.
Yeah,
From
guys,
Hawaii.
who was your favorite bodybuilder of the 70s? Chime in on the comments. I'd love to hear it. Was it Arnold? Was it
Frank
Franco? Frank Zane? Oh, I love Frank Zane.
Yeah, Frank
Who
Zane.
was your favorite bodybuilder? Chime in on the comments.
Yeah.
Wow. My favorite bodybuilder was
Sergio Oliva.
correct.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
He had
huge.
the pythons.
Not only that, right? He did. You're right. But
Yeah.
not only
Cuban
that,
myth.
his waist was like this.
Yeah.
His waist was like the size of my arms.
Yeah.
Small.
He had a tiny waist.
wow,
Sergio
but his
Oliva.
legs were like
Yeah.
bam.
Boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cuban
Yeah.
myth. When he would do the double
Yes.
Oh, man.
You saw the forearms. I mean, you have to be blessed.
Arnold even said he had unbelievable size. He was one of the biggest bodybuilders at that time.
Yeah.
Well, he
But
beat
wasn't
Arnold.
graceful.
Beat Arnold, yeah.
Yeah, he was always afraid of Sergio.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so now I have another album here, and it's probably one of the greatest movies ever made in the 60s.
Yeah.
Stanley Kubrick.
And still to this day, if you watch it.
Excellent film.
If you haven't seen this, you gotta watch this film. It's
2001,
great.
A Space Odyssey.
Space Odyssey. And who's this signed by?
Director. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's before Elvis.
Yeah.
You're right. And before Chinese Connection. The trailer uses that.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's
The director-
unstoppable, unbeatable.
The director was Stanley Kubrick. And
Stanley
this is
Kubrick.
signed by Stanley Kubrick.
Ah, nice, Edgar.
Stanley Kubrick, what a
The other movie is Full Metal Jacket. If you want to get that was the most that's the other one that he had directed.
Yeah. That was
Bro, what about A Clockwork Orange?
I'm not a fan of A Clockwork
No
Orange.
way.
No, I'm not a fan.
What about The Shining?
The Shining was very good.
Yeah, it was great.
What about Eyes Wide Shut?
That was not very
Oh, I loved it, man. Come on, Edgar.
Tom
For
Cruise,
real?
Nicole Kidman.
Is that with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, right? Yeah, that was a weird
Bro,
movie.
it
That
was weird.
Weird, but
I'm gonna be honest. I saw that at like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And I could not keep my eyes away from that movie.
oh, you liked it?
I was glued to the TV
It was.
set.
It's a very interesting movie. Very.
It is. It's very deep.
Yeah,
You know,
very
you got to
deep.
really pay attention.
Tension, yeah.
Because there's so many twists and turns. But to me, I loved it.
I would give The Shining a top billing
Shining.
as far as Kubrick
Oh,
is
yeah.
concerned. This is almost like a silent movie. Because I think in space there's no noise in the movie.
No one can hear you in
Right.
space.
So they gave you the impression that it's silent. It's
Well, I haven't seen this in years. I have to watch this one again.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a work of art.
And when you see it, it's still relevant today in the architecture of the ship.
Yeah,
and
wow.
everything like
Kubrick was a genius.
Yes.
Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yep. And I saw it,
That's a
and it
great
said
one.
signed by Stanley Kubrick. And
Yeah.
it's like, are you kidding
Wow,
me?
look at that
That's
sign by Stanley Kubrick, bro.
You find all the interesting signatures here, Edgar.
Now we're
You
going
know-
to, well, we'll go to 1951 now.
Wait a second. You paid $400?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to ask you how much you paid.
for that.
But
No.
it says 400.
No.
2001 Space
He
Odyssey.
must have used the sleeve. Yeah.
Yeah, that was not.
So what do you want to go to next?
Amazing.
1951.
Oh wow, you're going backwards here.
Wow.
The day the Earth stood still.
Oh, another classic.
Another sci-fi.
Great
classic.
sci-fi.
We're taking you on a movie
Okay.
trip right now down memory lane.
And the star of the film, who played Klaatu,
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
played Mr. Carpenter,
Wow.
okay, was such actor, and his name is, what is that? Michael Rene.
Michael
Ah,
Renee.
there he is.
Michael Rene. That's his signature down here.
Yeah.
I'm going to change the picture because I found a better picture of him with Gort, the robot, and,
Oh,
and the
with the-
spaceship.
yeah.
So I'm going to get this better.
And then you could get it nicely
Oh,
framed
yeah.
because it's matted
Oh,
really nice. Yeah, with
Oh,
the signature.
Yeah, it's
and-
okay. It's okay. Yeah, I prefer black most of the time because I feel like when it's black, the white
See?
pops.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
what I
so-
told. I was talking
so,
to Charlie
yeah.
about that. Black
But
and white pops. Really.
But Michael Rene was a great actor.
Yeah.
and he didn't do too many movies here.
Wow.
He did a lot of. He's in England. He's English, so you didn't see much of him. But that movie to me, still to this day,
Yeah.
the message that
The
it
day
sent.
the earth stood still. Yeah, I
Talked
love that.
about-
Yeah.
It talked about peace.
Yeah.
Bringing peace.
It's awesome. Man.
Every time that
Okay.
comes on TV, I watch that. You have
Yeah,
to.
the
It's
day
a-
the earth stood
yeah.
still, right, Charlie?
Okay, so you
captivating.
can hold this
Yeah.
one.
Oh, look at
And
this.
Hector can hold this one because we have this 2 stars.
Oh, wow.
Here they are.
Okay, guys.
There you go.
Okay.
Which one's this?
Both of them. That's Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
And he has
This is from Live and Let Die,
Live and Let Die.
and that was one of the original promo pictures for Dr. No.
Yeah.
The introduction of Sean Connery as 007 James Bond, License to Kill.
What a
Yeah, wow,
What an
these are great,
iconic
man.
photo.
Yeah, that is the iconic photo.
What an iconic photo.
Yeah, that is.
I so love Sean Connery as James Bond.
So, who was your favorite James Bond? Was it
Sean Connery.
It was
Yeah,
Sean
yeah,
Connery.
Sean Connery.
Not Roger Moore.
No.
He came a close second, though.
I don't.
No, you don't think?
I don't care.
I like the Roger Moore movies.
For real?
Craig, the latest one.
Yeah, Craig.
Great movies of espionage.
Yeah.
Great movies.
I just watched his latest
They
one.
are-
Yeah, what's his
Craig.
name again?
Robert? No,
No, I
not
forget.
Robert Craig.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Help us out, guys.
Sorry.
Chime in. What's the latest James Bond's name?
We know his name. His last name is Craig.
Yeah. And
I saw him coming out of a shoe store,
oh, okay.
Crockett and Jones, years ago, and I said, "Hey, 007, man, I'd love to take a photo with you. I don't have any time. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry." And he cut out.
Yeah.
Is
Wow.
it Stephen Craig?
Who was your favorite James Bond, guys? Chime in on the comments. We love to hear. Was
Sean
it Roger
Connery.
Moore?
Sean Connery.
Who was it?
Signatures of both of them.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Thunderball. Remember that? Thunderball?
I used to love the guy that did the voiceover. Tonight's action film, Thunderball.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah,
it was
that's
a Sunday
a great
night.
one.
It was a Sunday night movie all the time.
This guy, man, Sean Connery is such a legend.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, Roger Moore is the man. You
Yeah.
got to give him credit.
Oh,
Yes.
you do. He
But what happened,
played a great James Bond.
I felt that what happened was that the more films he made, they got campier and campier. And though we love Jaws, and I have his autograph. I should have brought it, but I didn't.
Oh, Jaws.
I have Jaws as well. Richard Keel.
Yeah.
I have his autograph as well. But you know, he was the man that brought it into the 70s.
Nah, he was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
he was
Roger
good.
Moore was cool.
Now this one
Respect to him as well.
So what are you unveiling
This is
here?
incomplete now, but it's going to be complete soon because I'm working on it. So here's the lobby card.
Charlton Heston.
Oh wow, Ben-Hur, you're going back way back now.
Man, this is
Yeah.
wow.
And what I was
That.
able to get a hold of.
Nice.
Now, when I already had a book of Charlton Heston, and it was called In the Arena, and it was signed by him. I met him up in Huntington.
You met Charlton Heston?
Charlton Heston.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
He came out with
wow.
it was a book called In the Arena. It was his biography.
What a
and
privilege,
I
man.
It is a
got to meet him,
privilege.
and he signed the book. Now,
Oh,
I wanted
man.
to. I'm a big fan of Ben-Hur. Love Ben-Hur.
Oh, I do too. Who doesn't?
One of the most iconic movies. You know, you want to talk about adversaries. That is the ultimate adversary.
yeah.
With that
100%.
chariot race.
Man.
And-
That was the best chariot race they ever performed. And it was hard to film too.
It took like a year.
A year to film that.
A year to film. And
Yeah.
there's the lobby card.
Are those
okay?
original lobby cards?
I don't think so because
They
it's,
look colorized. a
Yeah,
little
that
bit.
one's kind of colorized. Yeah,
It's beautiful though.
It looks
I
good.
love the
It
colors
looks good,
in
but
it.
that's I wanted that. The reason why is I'm going to get it framed.
Wow.
Okay, and it's going to have. Here's Charlton Heston's autograph.
Yeah,
on it.
look at that.
Now, if you remember,
What a beautiful
remember
film.
the days when they had the autograph books.
Yeah.
They were these yellow. There were these binders, and people would just have them signed.
Yeah, they would come square and
Right.
they was
And they would
considered
say
your
if you-
autograph.
if you ran into somebody, they would sign that.
Yeah.
Well, this is where this came from. If you
Oh
can see
yeah,
it.
you can see by the
Right?
color.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, my Bruce Lee autograph when I bought it
Right.
from
From an autograph book.
he told me this came
Yes.
from an autograph book.
Yes.
And that's that size.
Right.
You
That,
can tell.
and that
Yep,
yellow.
That yellow.
And
Yep.
that yellow.
Yep.
So I went on the hunt for Stephen Boyd.
Who's Stephen?
Masala.
Oh,
Stephen Boyd is Masala.
Ah,
He's the one that fought Charlton Heston.
Yes.
And,
And here it is.
Oh, you got to put them together.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have to
Oh,
frame
man,
those
what a
together.
great
Yeah.
shot.
What is the
What a-
probability
Yeah.
of getting
Wow.
both of them in yellow?
Yeah, you got to get them signed together, and it was a side by side
I'm
photo.
going to take it to the
Yeah.
frame place, and I'm going to have them put this up here,
Yeah.
and put it together with the the double window, and have them put it underneath because they can definitely.
Oh, I
cut
see.
that
You're going
out.
to take this one out and
No, this is gone. This
Yeah,
is gone.
and this is the one you're going to make because you have his
Yes.
autograph and
Stephen
Charlton
Boyd's.
Heston's. Yeah,
and you
wow,
make sure
look
that
at
they
that,
put
man.
Charlton on the right side. And Stephen-
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's nice. man.
Unbelievable.
That's-
man.
that's in the making.
It's amazing.
So
Yeah.
amazing.
well, let me tell you something.
Wow.
When I got this, I was incredibly happy because I never thought that I would get
that you would pair them up.
yes.
Good for you.
In the
brother.
color, especially.
Yeah, good
because-
for you is right. Wow.
Yeah.
Really
Edgar,
nice.
you are
So that's the
a
home run.
pop
That was-
culture preservationist.
Preservationist, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's what you have to call
Yeah.
Edgar. A pop
You are.
culture
Yeah.
preservationist.
And you have an impressive collection, man.
And this is what I'm really looking forward to because I want to do it up nice,
Yeah.
get it in a blood red frame. I'm
border.
talking about a border.
The border,
The
yeah,
mat
yeah.
would be blood red,
Yeah.
like the Romans.
Yeah.
Like the Romans, and get a wood grain outside.
Ooh, nice.
And it's
That's
going to
really
look
classy.
fantastic.
Because
Gold on the
Yeah,
inside.
because the wood was like,
Gold, yeah.
a little older looking for that era
Oh,
that it came out, right?
Yes.
With the blood red. That's nice,
I think the value of this
Man.
the man.
You know, Stephen Boyd died of a heart attack on a golf course.
Oh,
at an early age, and
He was like in his 50s.
I think he was younger than that. He might have been younger than that.
Wow.
We have to look it up.
My
But
Lord.
anyway, he was in Fantastic Voyage. Anybody remember Fantastic
yeah,
Voyage
of
with
course.
Raquel
Yeah,
Welch?
yeah.
Raquel Welch.
Well, he was the star also. He was the male star. You know, the male lead.
Yeah.
Stephen Boyd.
Amazing.
I wanted him to play James Bond.
Oh, wow.
That would've been interesting, yeah.
Stephen Boyd, and he's English.
Of course.
He's an
You
Englishman.
have to be English to play James
He
Bond.
would have been a perfect
He would
James
have been,
Bond. Think
yeah.
of him when
You
he
need
talks
that
as
accent,
Masala.
right, Charlie?
Yeah. As Masala.
You know that Charlie has always reminded me of Steve McQueen.
Very good.
There we go.
Charlie,
There we go.
Look at that mug. Look at that.
That's funny. Oh boy.
Okay, moving
Awesome,
on.
man.
Moving on.
Wow. You know, I heard a story about Charlton Heston. If you
Planet
don't
of the
mind-
Apes?
If you don't mind me, yeah, that was good, right?
Oh, that was one of my
Wow.
favorite movies, Planet of
Oh,
the
my
Apes.
God.
I loved the whole series back then when they came out.
Ape
Man.
Fest. Who went to Ape Fest?
Yeah.
I did.
Yes.
saw them
Ape
all.
Fest.
The one that said,
No, not all. We only
it
showed.
said, go wait for a day.
No, you couldn't. One of them was missing. It was Planet of the Apes. I think was missing. I think it was Beneath, Escape, Conquest, Battle.
I saw
It was 4 movies, not 5.
There were 4, right?
Yeah, they didn't show.
They didn't show
Planet
the
of
original.
They didn't show the
No,
original.
no.
Go ape for a day.
Yes.
That's what
Oh,
it
wow.
said.
Yes.
I went there with my aunt.
And it had the ape in
my
the
cousins.
in the
I loved all
advertisement.
those movies, all of them.
Yeah, the message in
Yeah.
those movies, Conquest,
I can keep watching
incredible
those
message.
over and over
Of
again.
course.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's historic, man.
Beware the Beast Man.
Yeah.
Beast Man. Yeah.
What a dialogue.
Ape doesn't kill ape. What is it? Ape.
No, I'm not going to recite it.
Yeah.
Just look it up and
Yeah.
see what he says.
Yeah.
Beware the Beast Man.
All
The
right,
thing
man.
about-
Cornelius.
But did you hear the story about Charlton Heston? You know that Charlton Heston was in the Ten Commandments.
Yes,
right.
of course.
He played Moses in the Ten Commandments. So Charlton Heston goes on to say that he meets a female fan, and she bumps into him on the street, and she goes, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I named my son after you. You're such a great star." And Charlton Heston responded to her and said, "You named your poor son Charleston?" She goes, "No, Moses."
Moses. That's a great story.
I love it.
That's
man.
what he's known for, right?
Moses,
Moses.
yeah.
If you ever want to see another movie of Charlton Heston, the movie's called Big Country with Gregory Peck.
Gregory
Oh,
and
another
Burl
classic,
Ives,
man.
Chuck Connors.
That's a good one.
I forgot the
You
female
like all
lead.
the old time movies,
That
man.
is
Wow.
That's an epic. That movie.
You're an old soul.
He is.
Edgar.
He is.
You're an old
Love it.
soul.
All right, man. So, what do you want to go to next? Some figures?
Let's
Is
do
that
the
why we
figures.
have this figure out
That's
here?
right.
Hey, I'm getting
Because,
hungry, man.
This was thanks to Hector.
No,
You
forget
got
about
this-
Hector. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got this beautiful Kato figure here, put out by Enterbay back in the day.
Nice.
And you have, I see here on this figure, you have this box signed also, right?
Yes,
You have
Arnie Kim.
Arnie Kim's.
I'm saying thanks to Hector because Hector had to
Yeah.
verify it for me. I wasn't going to buy it.
Oh man, this is one of the nicest Kato figures I think that ever came out.
Yeah.
It is that's the Kato figure.
It is.
As a Bruce Lee collector,
If you're gonna have
yeah.
one,
Arnie Kim
100%.
is
Yeah.
Kato.
You have to
figure.
get the Arnie Kim.
Captain Action.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Arnie Kim.
Look at that.
Signed by Arnie
Arnie
Kim,
Kim on this
Incredible.
beautiful
Yes,
box.
I got very lucky.
So
very
cool.
lucky.
So cool.
Good price. Hector said go for it.
All right, so why don't we?
Hector.
Hector's the man.
Yeah, he is.
Hector's
Don't blame it on me, Edgar.
I'm not blaming it on you.
So guys, give us a sec, and we're gonna come back with some nice
figures.
action figures from Edgar's collection. We'll be right back.
But before we go, I remember showing my Kato figure to Van Williams. And this is what Van Williams did.
Watch the head. Head doesn't pop off.
Wow.
Incredible.
He just looked at it like that.
Frozen.
Frozen.
Really?
Just froze. Looking at the Kato figure
Yeah.
by Arnie Kim. Just he was looking at his friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how how good the
impact
likeness
it was.
is on this figure.
That was the impact.
Yeah, wow. Thanks
Because
for
if it would have been a doll, he would have gone, very nice. But he was just mesmerized.
Yeah.
Wow.
They did a great job.
They did a great job on the figure.
That's the epitome of all Kato figures. Is that one right there?
Yeah, is an Arnie Kim. There is no other.
No. Guys, if you don't have this in your collection, this is the one you need to find and pick up.
That's a great
This is a great one.
Yes.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned for part 4 as Bruce Lee fan and collector Edgar Betancourt shares his collectible figures from Bruce Lee to Batman and Robin to Rambo and Arnold Schwarzenegger and much, much more coming soon.